Hi everyone, it's Marianne and welcome to my Oasis Live. So for today's vlog, you get to spend the day with me. So right now I'm at the Merrifield Garden Center in Virginia and I'm going to check out what they have. It's my very first time here. It's quite far from my place, about a 40-minute drive. So that's why I've never been here before. But people in my Facebook plant group always rave about this place and they always have pretty good finds. So I'm going to see what they have. It's a very windy day and they're busy, they're doing a lot of work, so there's going to be a lot of background noise. Hopefully I'll be able to get good footage along with audio. If not, I'll probably just gonna do a voiceover, and after that I'm gonna go get lunch and then go for my second microblading appointment. I need to get my eyebrows retouched, and I don't know, it looks a little bit uneven to me, like especially in this corner, so I'm just gonna let her know that and see if we can still salvage it. But I don't know, do you notice it? Because I do notice it, especially when I do that TikTok inverted filter. I could definitely see how uneven it is. But in person, it doesn't seem to be uneven. But in pictures and definitely in video, I definitely notice it. So hopefully there's something I can get fixed today. But yeah, so let's go ahead and head into the garden center and see what they have. Water lettuce. Oh wow. That's crazy. Look at that. They have a station where they can pot your plants for you, which I thought was really convenient and really easy, especially if you're very new to plants. And they got the outdoor favorites, the zinnias, coleus. They have different varieties, and they also have caladiums of every different kind, I think. I really like this white one, and I know some people treat caladiums as houseplants, but for me, they're really more of outdoor plants, and they do die off in the winter. Over here, they have the birds of paradise, the Stramanti Thriostar, a ZZ plant, and some elephant ear. They have two different kinds here, and some begonias and African violets. And I'm not really sure what this silver one is. I know it's a type of begonia, just not sure what specifically the type of variety it is, but it looks cool. They have a wide selection of succulents and cacti, and as you can see, they also have the single leaf Hoya carrii over here, a huge beautiful golden pothos on a moss bowl. Got some philodendrons over here, also a rubber tree. I think that's the burgundy one or just the regular rubber tree. More succulent and cacti selection, a string of pearls over here. String of dolphins. This used to be hard to find along with a string of pearls. Now it's very common. I thought that was a Hoya linearis, but it's not. String of turtles. Again, this one too is becoming more widely available. Before, this was so hard to find. Tradescantia fluminescens slime and a Paparomia pixie. And this is the Zebrina pendula quadricolor, and I've been looking for this plant. Actually, it's one of my wish list plant, and it looks very pretty. Bonsai section, this looks like my Ficus benjamina Snow White, but it's not the same one. And lots of huge flower plants. A very fenestrated Monstera deliciosa. Look at that beauty. Some baby Monsteras and baby Burgundy rubber tree. I still wish they had the Taniki, still looking out for that one. Rhaphidophora tetrasperma, Philodendron Birkins, and some Monstera adansonii, and lots of pothos. Have the Syngonium over here, and Marble Queen pothos at the back, and some goldfish plant. And I think this one is the Ficus altissima, not the Ficus audrey. Another beautiful golden pothos, and some Hoya carnosus, Hoya crimson queens. And down here I got the prayer plants, the peperomia obstifolia, alocasia poly, more Rhaphidophora tetrasperma, and a bit of a selection of calatheas. More Birkins and aglaonemas. When it comes to floor plants, they definitely do have a wide selection. And this is a huge philodendron over here. You got the palms, the ficus, the birds of paradise, your monsteras and ZZ plants, some Spanish moss and air plants, and a wide selection of pots. Pretty much any type of pot you can find here. And here's a final walk around of the greenhouse. So I just left the garden center, and it's a very huge place. It's really more for like outdoor stuff, and they have a wide selection. They pretty much have everything there, and at times it's almost like walking around a botanical garden. That's how expansive and many choices their outdoor garden center is. And when you go inside the main store, it's a very huge place, basically equivalent to a hardware store where you can find almost everything that you need for gardening and landscaping and whatnot. And they also have like gift shops that are really pretty. I managed to take some footage of that. And then they have the greenhouse. And I really like the greenhouse. It was packed with plants. They have a wide selection. But at the same time, if you're like me, you already have like quite a lot of plants in your collection. You pretty much have many of the plants that they already have in their greenhouse. So if you're looking for something a little bit more uncommon or a little bit more rare, I don't think this is the place to go. But if you're just starting to build up your plant collection, they have everything and anything here. And especially if you're looking for like floor plants, they have amazing ficus, monsteras, birds of paradise, palms, ZZ plants, snake plants, and they also have a good selection of orchids and succulents and cacti. Pretty much the popular plants, they have it here. And the only thing that I got was a couple of pots. These are 4-inch terracotta pots, but they're like painted white or granite, and it's $1.99 each, and I got 2 of them. And I think this is going to be good for a couple of plants that I do need to transplant. And as much as I love terracotta during the summer, it means a lot more frequent watering. But when they're painted like this or they're glazed like this, it doesn't wick out the moisture as fast if it's just like a regular terracotta pot. For houseplants, I did get one, which is this one. And this one is the Zebrina pentula quadricolor. It is a type of Tradescantia, and it is labeled as a bonsai companion. I did get it for $3.99. And I kind of have something like this already, which is a Tradescantia vulgaris bianca, but that one is not variegated, and it doesn't produce leaves that are completely pink or white. So that's the only plant that caught my eye while I was there. And yeah, so right now I'm heading to Annandale at the block for lunch just to kill time before my microblading appointment. So I'll see you when we get there. The block in Annandale, Virginia is a food court of mainly Asian food. It's my first time here, a lot smaller than I thought it would be, but great food selection. And I got the spicy ahi tuna poke bowl and some boba, of course. had some time to kill, so there's a thrift store next door. I'm gonna check it out. Books, let's see if there's one that I like. Yeah, not much of a selection. And over here, just kids' books. Some terracotta. $3.99. This is an expensive thrift store. That's so cute. I swear to God, we have the same exact one at home that we also probably donated to a thrift store. This one's made in England. I don't know if it's worth something because it's like $15. Let's try out this Goodwill. Yeah, so I just got done with lunch. Actually, I've got done with lunch a while ago, but I did stop by the thrift store and Goodwill. I didn't really find anything. They don't really have anything good, but I also wasn't looking for anything specifically. But yeah, so now I'm heading to my microblading appointment. I don't know how much of that I am going to show or film, but I guess before I end the vlog, I will show you the after. So this is kind of like the before of my eyebrows. And I don't think it's going to be that much different, except it's going to be a lot darker and hopefully a little bit more even. But yeah. So first I'm going to show you clips from a month ago so you can see what my original eyebrows look like. It is pretty thin, that's why I want it to be filled out and to look a little bit more even. And I was able to capture some of the process. And first she waxed my eyebrows just to clean it up and then put some numbing cream on it for about 30 minutes before she mapped it out to the shape that I want and went ahead with the actual microblading session. The pain level was still there even though there was numbing cream, and she placed ink on it, and here's what it looks like after the session. And here it is a month later, which is present time before my second session. And for the second session, it's pretty much the same process, just a lot shorter since she's just going over the work she did. I look like an anime character here, but here is the after. Yeah, so here's the after. I think she did even out a little bit. I don't know how well though. I will see when I get home, but so far so good. I think it's a pretty good job. It's not as dark as last time, which is I'm glad for. And I think the aftercare is a little bit shorter this time. I still cannot get it wet, but yeah. And then next year I only have to come back once just to maintain it. It should last for 2 to 3 years, but if I go for touch-ups every year, it should last pretty long, or at least at the same quality. That's it for today's vlog. Thank you so much for spending the day with me. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new here, I hope you subscribe. I come up with houseplants and sustainable lifestyle videos every week. And if you haven't yet, go check out these videos up here until my next one. But until then, I see you. I appreciate you. Take care of yourself and each other, and have a plentiful day. Bye.